Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'll take the United States' most scenic train, the California Zephyr, on an overnight journey from Denver, Colorado to Richmond, California. Will we make it to our final destination on time? Stay tuned for updates throughout the video. Our journey begins on a crisp October morning at Union Station in downtown Denver. We went to the main terminal building to check in at the Amtrak customer service counter. After a quick chat with the staff, we head out to the platform to board our beautiful train. And here is our beautiful train, California Zephyr, Amtrak train number 5. This train began its cross-country journey in Chicago and traveled overnight to reach Denver. It will take another day and a half to reach Emeryville, California, the terminus of this train. We will not be riding all the way to Emeryville, but instead getting off one stop short in Richmond, California. Using our train tickets, we find that we are in car 532, which is located towards the front of the train. This train consists of 2 P-42 DC Genesis locomotives, with 1 baggage car, 3 Superliner 1 cars, 1 Superliner 1 dining car, 1 Superliner 1 observation car, and 2 Superliner 1 coach cars. Upon boarding the train, we climb the steep and narrow steps to reach our roomette for the journey, room number 3. Entering the room, you can see that there are 2 leather upholstered seats with a folding table in the middle. The seats themselves come equipped with a reading light and controls for the HVAC and other lighting in the room. The seat on the far side of the roomette contains the room's singular outlet, so make sure to bring a power strip so that you can charge all of your electronic devices on the journey. To the left of the far side of the roomette is a small closet to hang some clothing and the main HVAC vent for the room. There is a locking sliding door to offer some security to your compartment and curtains to offer some privacy, especially at night when you are sleeping. Now that we have gotten settled into our roomette, it's time to head over to get some breakfast. Every Amtrak first class passenger gets complimentary onboard cooked meals as part of their ticket. Coach passengers have to pay extra to access the dining car. We walk through several rail cars to get to the dining hall. After getting seated, we look at the menu. Amtrak provides 5 different breakfast options for the California Zephyr. These include a continental breakfast, Amtrak signature French toast, 3-egg omelet, scrambled eggs, and breakfast quesadilla. I ordered the scrambled eggs for breakfast. This comes with a croissant, turkey sausage, and a side of potatoes. The eggs were cooked well, and the croissant was extremely buttery and flaky. All in all, a great meal for being on a train. 4 out of 5 stars. As we finish up breakfast, the Zephyr pulls out of Union Station and begins its journey into the Rocky Mountains. As we head through Denver's northern suburbs, we parallel RTD's G Line, one of 4 fully electrified commuter rail lines within the Denver metro area. Leaving Denver Metro proper, we begin our ascent into the Rocky Mountains. Our first major landmark is Big Ten Curve, which was constructed to provide a consistent 3% grade of the railroad. As we travel through the curve, we get wonderful views of the Denver metro area and the flat irons of Boulder, Colorado. Exiting the Big Ten Curve, we enter the Moffett Tunnel Improvement District that is part of Union Pacific's vast rail network. This section contains over 30 tunnels, with the final tunnel in this segment being the Moffett Tunnel, which will take us underneath the Continental Divide. This section of railroad was originally built as part of the Denver and Salt Lake Railway, a company that was tasked with providing a direct rail connection in between Denver and Salt Lake City in the early 20th century. We continue ascending the Rocky Mountains. The scenery changes from open prairie to a more alpine environment. We pass by Gross Reservoir on the right side of the train, which provides drinking water to the greater Denver metropolitan area. It is currently being raised by over 100 feet to expand the storage capacity of the reservoir from 42,000 acre-feet to 119,000 acre-feet, which will ensure that the reservoir will be able to meet the continued increased water demand on the Front Range of Colorado. The train passes by the quaint community of Pine Cliff on its way to the Moffett Tunnel. After traveling for over an hour, the train enters the east portal of the Moffett Tunnel. The Moffett Tunnel is 6.2 miles long and passes under 2,800 feet under the Continental Divide. It represents the highest elevation point on Amtrak's entire national rail network. Construction of the tunnel started in 1922 and was completed in 1928. It was built to cut travel times over the Continental Divide from 5 hours to 12 minutes. Upon completion, it became an important rail link between the mountains and the Denver metro area, and now sees up to 15 trains per day, one of them being the California Zephyr. We now enter the Fraser River Valley and continue our journey up to the next stop, Granby, Colorado. The scenery changes from an open alpine valley to a canyon-like environment. After traveling through the tunnel, we pull into our first fresh air stop of the journey, Granby, Colorado. It's early fall in the Rocky Mountains, and although the fall colors have already faded, the scenery is still quite beautiful. You can even see some snow on the peaks. With the sound of the train horn, we quickly scurry back into the train as it leaves promptly on time. We now enter the Fraser River Valley and continue our journey up to the next stop, Granby, Colorado. The scenery changes from an open alpine valley to a canyon-like environment. Stopping at Granby, we recall the story of the Granby Killdozer, which terrorized this small mountain town in 2004. The Killdozer was a homemade armored bulldozer that was built by Marvin Heemeyer. Heemeyer was upset over a zoning dispute between his personal business and the town council. Instead of handling the dispute in a civil manner, he decided to build the Killdozer to bulldoze the council members' houses. This is truly a dark story in an otherwise peaceful town. We leave Granby and continue west, this time following the Colorado River. We will follow the river all the way down to Grand Junction, located about 250 miles away. As we travel through multiple canyons to our next stop, Glenwood Springs, it soon becomes time for lunch. We head to the dining car to order our food. For lunch, there are 5 options, similar to breakfast. These options include the grilled chicken Caesar salad, artisan grilled cheese sandwich, natural Angus burger, grilled patty melt, plant-based Beyond Burger, and the savory chili bowl. I decided to go with the artisan grilled cheese sandwich. This meal comes with a ham and Swiss grilled cheese sandwich with kettle chips. Butter cakes and brownies were served as part of dessert, which were all delicious. I would rate this meal 3 out of 5 stars. We continue our journey westward along the Colorado River. We pass the eastbound California Zephyr in a siding which appears to be running slightly late. After winding along the Colorado River for about 1.5 hours, we come to Glenwood Canyon, the grandest of the canyons located along the Zephyr's route. This canyon is 16 miles long and towers over 1,300 feet over the Colorado River. We travel parallel along I-70, which winds over massive viaducts and tunnels under the canyon wall. As the canyon opens up, we arrive at our next fresh air stop in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. This town is located about a 3 hours drive west of Denver and provides a quick weekend getaway for residents on the Front Range. It's famous for the Glenwood Hot Springs Resort, a historical resort providing the largest outdoor mineral hot springs pool. Additionally, there's Glenwood Caverns, a unique amusement park located on top of a mountain range, featuring rides that interact with the cliffs of Glenwood Canyon. All in all, this town is a great place to get off. for those looking to do a day trip on the Zephyr from Denver. After about 15 minutes, the all-aboard whistle sounds. We scurry back to the train and continue on our journey to Grand Junction, Colorado. Grand Junction will mark the last fresh air stop on the train in Colorado, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Our journey continues along the Colorado River. The scenery changes from mountains to high desert, and we speed westwards. We pass towns with unique names such as Rifle and Parachute. The terrain soon narrows and we enter another canyon, one of many canyons on this route, the Glenwood Canyon. This canyon stretches for over 15 miles and has beautiful cliffs that rival any other canyon in the western United States. The southern boundary of the canyon is marked by the Grand Mesa, considered the largest flat-top mountain in the world. About halfway through the canyon, we pass by the Grand Valley Diversion Dam, which diverts water from the Colorado River into the Government Highline Canal. Constructed between 1913 and 1916, this dam is one of the oldest concrete roller dams in the United States and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It's an iconic piece of infrastructure, heading west either along the train or Interstate 70. We soon exit the Glenwood Canyon and head into the Grand Valley. The train picks up speed as we pass by the Palisade Peach Orchards. We reach Grand Junction and exit the train for a quick fresh air stop. Outside, there are two station buildings. The bland-looking building in the foreground is the current Amtrak stop, while the older, classic but abandoned building is the original train station for Grand Junction. The older building, built in 1905, was constructed by the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. It is considered one of the most extravagant stations built in the western United States at the time. However, Amtrak abandoned the station in 1992 and it fell into disrepair despite its status as a National Historic Landmark. There are limited plans to restore the station in the near future. With another sound of the horn, we scurry back to the train, and soon we're on our way to Utah. As the sun sets on the horizon, we pass by one more beautiful canyon before entering into the state of Utah. This canyon, named Ruby Canyon, stretches for 25 miles along the Colorado River and contains beautiful rock formations consisting of sandstone. It is one of few canyons in Colorado that can only be accessed by railroad or rafting via the Colorado River. This leads it to be some of the most remote sections of public lands within the state of Colorado. About halfway through the canyon, we see markings on the wall that mark the border between Colorado and Utah. As it gets darker and darker outside, it becomes dinner time. We head to the dining car to eat our final meal of the day. For dinner, Amtrak serves a 3-course meal with an appetizer, main course, and dessert. One alcoholic drink is included with the meal. For the appetizer, there are 2 options, the pearl tempura shrimp and a mixed green salad with baby brie. I choose the mixed green salad. It comes with mixed greens, tomatoes, and a huge round brick of brie cheese with a side of balsamic salad dressing. Overall, the salad was pretty good and the brie added a nice touch, 4 out of 5 stars. Within minutes of finishing your appetizer, the main course was served. For the main course, there are 4 options available. These are the Amtrak Flat Iron Signature Steak, pan-roasted chicken breast, Atlantic salmon, and pasta primavera. I ordered the Amtrak Signature Flat Iron Steak. This dish comes with an Angus beef steak, a side of mashed potatoes, mixed with vegetables, and topped with a port wine sauce. I give this meal 5 out of 5 stars. Overall, it was fantastic. The steak was cooked to my preferences, and I really enjoyed the mashed potatoes and vegetables. No complaints at all, and definitely a highlight for this trip. With the main dish wrapping up, it was time for dessert. For dessert, 2 options were provided. These included the chocolate spoon cake and the white chocolate blueberry cobbler cheesecake. I chose the blueberry cobbler cheesecake. This cake was decadent with layers of white chocolate cheesecake and swirled blueberry compote mixed together to form a complete product. Overall, a great dessert, 5 out of 5 stars. We head back to the roomette to see that it's in the sleeper configuration. In this configuration, the bottom 2 seats are folded out to form a lower bunk, while the upper bunk is folded out to the ceiling. It does make the room quite cozy, but it's still definitely doable for 2 people. Getting settled for the night, I begin my nighttime routine, and that means heading to the shower on a train. We take the spiral staircase down to the restrooms. Inside, we find a glass door to the shower with an adjustable shower head and temperature control. The shower and its fixtures are pretty Spartan, although make do for a train. Towel and toiletries are provided, which is a nice touch. I have to give this shower 4 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect, but it's about as good as you're going to get for a shower on a train. After taking a splendid shower, we head upstairs and get ready for bed. See you in the morning. Stay tuned for part 2 when we get out reviews for this awesome train. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for future content. Goodbye, and good night.